Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, let's do a technical analysis of Alphabet stock. I am a swing investor, and I will not consider the stock price changes of a stock 1 month later. This channel only makes short-term price predictions for stock prices, usually 1 to 3 weeks. Welcome to subscribe to this channel. First, let's do a technical analysis of the current price trend of the stock. If it is taken as a month, the stock is still in a downward trend, and the current price of the stock is again at a critical position. But from the perspective of stock price trends and trading volume, April is very different from March. The stock experienced 2 corrections in April. The deep decline of the stock in early April caused its trading volume to increase significantly, which is seen as a positive signal. We can see it more clearly through the 30-minute chart of the stock. We can see that the stock had a large number of transactions when the stock price was low on April 4th and 7th. On April 9th, the stock price rose strongly and was accompanied by a large volume. There should be a large amount of long capital flowing into the stock again. Subsequently, the stock price did not seem to generate much trading at a high level. There was some selling on April 14th and 15th, but not much. The stock had some selling in the morning trading on April 23rd, but not much either. If the stock price adjusts downward at this position, obviously the stock may get strong resistance from the bulls again, so it seems that it is not easy for the bears to significantly lower the stock price. Let's take a look at the weekly chart of the stock. From January to March, the stock fell by nearly 30% cumulatively, and in early April, the stock fell below the lowest price in September 2024. But we also see that the weekly trading volume of the stock in early April has increased significantly, which is a signal that long capital has entered the market to take over the chips. Last week, the stock was once again sold by the bearish forces, but judging from the trading volume of the stock, it seems that not many chips have been sold. The stock price rebounded again this week, which has caused the stock to currently form 2 bullish candles wrapped in 2 bearish candles. This is a positive bottom structure pattern. Let's take a look at the position distribution data of the stock. We can see that most of the current positions of the stock are still distributed above $163, which means that there may be great resistance in the area above this price. If the stock price breaks through this price, the stock will face great selling pressure. But in April, the stock also accumulated a large number of positions in the $143.30 to $163 area. And when the stock price rebounded to the $163 level in April, the position volume in the low area did not decrease significantly, and a large number of positions were added again during the recent pullback. This shows that the bulls of the stock may have formed a huge support force at the low level, so even if the stock price falls again, it is expected that the bulls of the stock will not let the stock price fall too much. Let's go back to the daily chart of the stock. From a technical perspective, the stock currently has the conditions for further rise, and the stock currently seems to have formed a solid bottom structure. But the current market is still unclear, mainly affected by the tariff war between the United States and China, but the company's business model can enhance the company's ability to withstand economic uncertainty. In addition, the stock is affected by its latest quarterly earnings report. The company will announce its first quarter results after the stock market closes on Thursday, and some analysts seem optimistic. Of the 19 analysts tracked by Visible Alpha, 14 give the stock a buy or equivalent rating, while the rest give it a hold rating. The consensus price target they give is close to $195, which means there is still a lot of potential upside for the stock. In addition, analysts also expect Alphabet's first quarter revenue to be $89.22 billion, an increase of 11% year-on-year. Net profit is $24.71 billion, or $2.01 per share, up from $23.66 billion and $1.89 per share in the same period last year. If the company reports first quarter results as analysts predict, the market reaction may be more positive. Recently, the trade war between the United States and China seems to have eased, but it seems far from reaching an agreement, but the stock market seems to have been boosted. Investors are actively trading some high-weight stocks, and I believe Alphabet is also one of the stocks that investors are actively bullish on. So will the stock have a strong rise this Friday? I think it is possible, but investors need to do a good job of risk management because there is still a lot of uncertainty in the market. Technically, the stock seems to have accumulated a lot of long capital at the current low level. I would not be surprised if the company's stock rises sharply after the company's first quarter results are released, but the upside may be limited. I don't think the stock will reach the $195 price target predicted by analysts in the short term, but I think the price target of $172 may be achievable. What do you think? Welcome to leave a comment. Okay, guys, this is my price analysis of Alphabet C stock. If you like my analysis, please share and subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video.